Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Happy Tuesday to you, everybody. We hope you enjoyed your day thus far. We have seen some sun, we've seen the clouds. Kind of depending on where you are, we really haven't much had a variably to mostly sunny day, but the good news is we have finally received a break in the rain. So far, over the last 72 hours, the city of Martinsville's picked up nearly 3 inches of rain. Our friends toward Ridgeway's also picked up that same amount as well. Patrick County, you've picked up roughly about 1.25 inches out towards your Franklin County. You've kind of been hit or miss, roughly about a half inch to almost 3/4 of an inch of rain. So right now, the city has been the hardest hit area so far. There's been even over 3+ inches of rain reported in some of our rain gauges across much of our hometown. So some beneficial rain is kicking off the month of September. So hopefully we can kind of keep this pattern going where we're not going to be going on a drought for the upcoming fall season. As you know, last fall of winter, we had that drought that we did not see much rainfall, and of course it prompted an unusual burn ban that got issued. Typically, we see burn bans take effect sometime in February through much of March. So that is pretty unusual to see a burn ban in the middle of winter time, to put it as. So, but hey, it does appear that we'll continue to remain pretty wet for the next several days. So we'll talk about that coming up a little bit later. But clouds will continue to thicken overnight tonight. Just a stray shower possible later on tonight as our temperatures go from the 80s to the low 70s for us as well. So again, our average low is right on 63, 64 degrees. So we're running near a little bit above the normal of the average low. We may see a few breaks in the clouds overnight tonight as well. Here's your regional lows for us. Again, low to mid 60s, so right around average for most of our hometowns. And again, just a smuggy stray shower as possible, but again, most areas should remain variably cloudy with the light winds out there too. So just keep all that in mind. And again, our cool spots always in Medicine, and maybe in a few areas of some patchy, light, dense fog out there. So just keep that in mind as you head out early tomorrow morning. Again, the same areas is familiar with this as they know when they do see these showers and those fog likely to develop with them too. Here's your temperature for the city of Martinsville tomorrow for your Wednesday. High of 80 degrees is coming in store for us. Again, partly cloudy to start, and then we'll most likely see some afternoon showers and storms in the forecast for us. Right now, we're getting a 50% chance of showers. Later in the day, we may begin to see another wave of this move through. And the fun fact, what's causing all of this is that we've got, of course, 2 tropical storms in the ocean. Right now we have two hurricanes almost. One is Danielle is expected to be downgraded to a tropical depression later this week. Is expected to go towards Portugal and England. Meanwhile, we do have soon to be, if not already, Hurricane Earl. That is most likely going to be staying out of our area. So that is some good news for across any vacation plans. I know Labor Day is already over with. So maybe if you like to take those later on summer, early fall vacations along the East Coast, just do know you should be pretty good. There's no immediate threat to the U.S. with both hurricane storms impacting mostly ship lanes and across the open Atlantic Ocean. There is a tropical storm or hurricane that is impacting parts of southwestern Mexico that's providing us with a feed. I'm going to show you that. I've got the map here for you in a sec. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But there's basically, we've got tropical feeds of rain that has been embedded with the hurricane out to the Pacific Ocean that has been stringing all the way up the entire 95 corridor, all the way from Maine down to Florida even parts of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama are seeing some of that same moisture that's just feeding in, which is allowing us to see these typical summertime pattern for us for our Wednesday highs in the low to mid 80s all across the board here. So we mostly sunny again to start the day, and then later in the afternoon we will begin to see some of those showers and storms begin to fire up once again, thanks to that development of that tropical moisture and that muggy air that's overtaking us. So in the way it's going over the next several days, the cloud coverage is looking pretty high for us. So right now, if you're trying to get you a suntan, you may want to kind of wait on, hold off on that right now, because the better chance of seeing sun is going to be limited to anything out there too. Let's go ahead and talk about the weekend, because I know it's Tuesday and some of you have a very short work week ahead. we are laboring. We were laboring for you on Monday. We're going to continue to work for you this week. So the weekend right now, scattered showers for Saturday. Right now, we may see some occasional showers later in the day on your Saturday. So maybe you're doing some stuff, maybe some yard sales, or trying to get the grass mowed. I would avoid you to not doing that right now, because it does appear we're most likely going to see some showers. That'll linger into Saturday. Maybe a break in the clouds Saturday night. Going into your Sunday, temperatures cooler than average, so thanks to the cloud cover, we're not going to be warming up much. More of a tropical rain air mass that is going to be filling in for us, highs in the low to mid 70s. Now, let's talk about that tropical storm real quick. I know this is not a global world map, but let's say Mexico is right here, and let's pretend this is the hurricane. So let's not pretend Alaska's right here. So if you look at a map, normally Mexico is generally attached below Texas. So that tropical storm is kind of right here, and what's doing, it's feeding all the way up, giving us that beneficial tropical rain, making it feel more like midsummer than it is fall right now. So that's the reasoning why we're seeing a lot of that rain. Temperature-wise, across the next couple of weeks are expected to remain above average. So right now we're going to remain kind of near normal, I think, more so than above average, according to the Climate Prediction Center. So they're predicting our friends to the Central Plains states, they're a nice bridge of high pressure once again expected to take over there. Again, our friends down towards Jackson, Mississippi, you've been hearing about this. They have had a lot of rain concerns. Their water has been so awful that they can't even take showers adequate enough. There are several colleges and universities that have closed due to the unprecedented amount of unclean water. That was all caused part of that flooding that took place about almost a week and a half ago now at this point. So they are desperately in dire need of some clean water, thanks to the system that kind of interfered with that. So right now, if you have folks down towards the south, they're dealing with water concerns. We're not dealing with water concerns, minus a little bit of flood action that took place on Monday. That does appear that the flood threat is slowly diminishing now. On top of that rain that we're going to see each and every afternoon, there may be a possibility we may see some drainage concerns thanks to the amount of rain we could see here in our forecast. So other than that, just variably cloudy skies for tonight. Our typical pop-in summer go pattern returns for Wednesday, and it does appear we remain unsettled through the rest of the upcoming week and going into your Friday night football. We'll talk more about that on Thursday, but in the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Head over to our YouTube channel, like us, subscribe while you're there for a chance to win a $100 gift card. Take care. We'll talk again on Wednesday.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.